Hello YouTube, my name is Nero, and today we have some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare and another episode of DNA Saturday, which is the weekly series here on my channel where your subscribers send me in DNA bombs. That was the crate class we're going to be using throughout the entirety of this gameplay. If you guys would like, of course, you can back and pause the video, that way you can get a good look at the class, but keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, I will be talking about the class setup throughout this video, the STG! The STG is back here on my YouTube channel. It has taken so long. It's been a giant break, because I haven't played World at War in quite a long time, and even when I did play World at War, very few videos on my channel actually feature the STG. I'm so happy this weapon's back in Advanced Warfare, but at the same time, I'm so disappointed by the fact that you can only unlock it via supply drops, because I purchased $80 worth of advanced supply drops, and still didn't get this weapon. Of course, I've been playing since as well. I've unlocked advanced supply drops from leveling up, I've unlocked regular supply drops just by playing, and I'm yet to get this weapon. I've been able to pick it up a couple of times, and the times I have been able to play with it, oh, it was so much fun. I love this weapon. It is so good. I love it so much. I just don't have it. I wish I had it. Why you gotta do me like this, Sledgehammer? Why can't you just let me purchase it? Just let me purchase it. Oh, it's terrible, it's terrible. Ladies and gentlemen, this DNA bomb is actually brought to you courtesy of Hospital Madness, who is a returning guest here on my YouTube channel, actually having been featured last week with a TAC-19 DNA bomb, and we are here today with an STG44 Relic DNA bomb, this being the legendary weapon, right? This is a legendary STG44, which is pretty interesting because, in my own personal opinion, the idea of a legendary weapon is a really cool idea for Call of Duty. It's really cool to make it the most rare weapon in the game, right? But you would think a legendary weapon would be ridiculously good in terms of its stats, like it'd get like +3 damage and like not really any downsides or something like that, right? Not so much. On the STG44 Relic here, we're getting +1 to our fire rate, +1 to our accuracy, and -1 to our damage. It doesn't seem very legendary to me. It seems awful enlisted to me, but still, it's a legendary weapon, one of the most rare ones in the game. And of course, we're going to be picking up a DNA bomb with it here, which is, oh, just so good to watch, man. The STG, I love the way this gun sounds, which is pretty similar to the HPR-83, if I'm being honest. But I love the way it looks. I love the iron sights. I love the fact that it's STG, right? A World War II era assault rifle. So happy that they added this back into Call of Duty. Oh man, I just wish I had it. Again, I just wish I had it, but we're not going to be talking about that anymore. Let's actually start talking about the crate class and the gameplay itself. And right here, you saw that he knew the one guy was coming, but he didn't know the other guy was coming. But luckily, that one guy didn't look towards him. Otherwise, he could have had some problems right there. Along with this guy, who's got extra health, so he's going to run away from him. Oh, goodness gracious. Things are awful hairy for him right there towards the beginning of the second half. Let's actually start talking about this crate class. What are we using here with our STG? Now, keep in mind, I can give recommendations for a class, but as somebody that doesn't actually have this weapon unlocked, I can't say, oh yeah, well, you shouldn't use this on this gun, or you should use this on this gun, from my own personal experience, because I've never actually been able to make a class with this gun, sadly. So we're using the STG44 Relic, the legendary variant of the STG, which once again is going to give you +1 to your accuracy, +1 to your fire rate, and -1 to your damage. In terms of attachments, we're going with the non-optical setup, which is going to be the adjustable stock, the quick draw grip, along with the foregrip. Now, once again, I don't personally have this weapon, but every STG that I've picked up so far, along with just about all STG videos I've seen here on YouTube, a lot of people are running the foregrip on this thing. A lot of people recommend using the foregrip on the STG because it does have a lot of recoil. It does kick up a lot, but at the same time, it also has kind of like that left to right kind of a recoil at the same time. So a lot of people are comparing it to the AK-47s of years past. If you think of the AK-12 here in Advanced Warfare, you don't really think of that as a weapon that kicks a lot, right? It just doesn't have a lot of recoil. But you think of like the AK-47 from the original Black Ops, the Call of Duty 4 AK-47, like guns like that. It's being compared to those. It does have a considerable amount of recoil, but at the same time, it is a very high damage assault rifle. So I love the idea of that, right? A World War II era assault rifle hits like a truck, but does have a lot of kicks. A lot of World War II weapons, of course, had a lot of kick, you know, so it makes a lot of sense to me. So definitely try running the foregrip on this. And of course, he's also using quick draw and adjustable stock, which is a fantastic combination. In terms of perks, low profile as perk 1, blind eye as perk 2, kind of the stealth perks right there. Definitely good to use those. And in perk 3, we have toughness, which is recommended on just about all classes, along with scavenger. So scavenger, you might want to opt out for something a bit more practical like blast suppressor. If you're going for a very, very long kill streak, of course scavenger is kind of necessary, but if you want something a bit more practical, you can definitely opt that out for blast suppressor, or even something else like hardline, something along those lines. But yes, that's going to be the class. Nothing really fancy about it. You got your low profile, you got your blind eye, you got your toughness, which are standard on just about all classes, then you got scavenger thrown on there, so you can keep getting some extra ammo. And that's really all there is to this class. It's really just the gun and the positioning and the gun skill is what got our guy here, Hospital Madness, this DNA bomb, which is going to be one of the first DNA bombs here with the STG44 in Advanced Warfare. Just again, I wish I had this rifle. Just looking at it, it looks so good. It looks so good. I want it. I wish there was a way we could just purchase this somehow, because once you purchase like a certain amount of advanced supply drops, you're like, okay, I just bought $8 worth of advanced supply drops and I didn't get the one weapon I was hoping for. Maybe I should buy some more. And you're like, no, that's just a bad idea, because then you're probably not going to get any, you know? So it's just, it's a horrible thing. I'm just going to have to be patient and hopefully end up getting it the same way I had to be patient and wait for these SAC 1.5s. It's almost as if Sledgehammer themselves knows what weapon I'm after, because when the SAC 1.5s came out, I was so excited for those. Those are what I wanted more than anything. I didn't end up getting them, even though I bought a ton of advanced supply drops. So when this weapon came out, along with the blunderbuss and the SVO, I was okay with the idea of a blunderbuss. I was okay with the idea of the SVO, but more than anything, I wanted the STG. It's a World War II rifle, and right there is actually where we pick up a DNA bomb. I wanted the World War II rifle more than anything, and I bought over 50 advanced supply drops, didn't get it. I'm like, all right, so I bought $20 more of advanced supply drops for that video, because of course I do it all in the video, and I didn't end up getting it from those either. It's like, oh, how are you gonna do me like that? How are you gonna do me like that? But right there, the DNA bomb itself goes off. A nice STG44 assault rifle DNA bomb here on the map Parliament by our guy, Hospital Madness. We go to the final score here, 46 kills and 6 deaths, along with 8 captures and 3 defends. So you look at the fact he had the most defends on his team, most captures on his team, most kills on his team, and the least amount of deaths aside from the guy that went 10-4, who presumably joined the game a little bit late. That was just a fantastic overall gameplay using a legendary World War II assault rifle here in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. That is just so awesome. And again, we talked about it in the last episode of DNA Saturday, talking about the blunderbuss. There's such a cool contrast that they have here with these new weapons they added to the game. You look at the fact this is Advanced Warfare, the most futuristic Call of Duty game to date, and then you add in the fact that there's now a World War II rifle in here for the first time since 2008, when the last World War II Call of Duty game came out. It's such a cool contrast there. I definitely think that's pretty awesome on part of the Sledgehammer games. But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be the end of this gameplay. I hope you guys all enjoyed it, and if you did, please be sure to leave a rating where you guys feel it deserves. And if you guys would like to submit your DNA bombs for next week's episode of DNA Saturday, simply watch the video that's on your screen right now. There's an annotation you guys can click right there on the video, as well as a link to it down in the video description, both of which will open up the video in a brand new tab for you, and you go ahead and watch that video. It'll teach you everything you would ever want to know about submitting your stuff for DNA Saturday. If you guys would like to go ahead and check out Mr. Hospital Madness, which you can find over at youtube.com/YTMadnessOfficial, just picture it like YouTube Madness Official, and that's going to help you remember his YouTube channel. If you guys want to check him out, go ahead and give him a look, because of course he's a fantastic player, and he was actually featured on last week's episodes of DNA Saturday as well, with a very nice TAC-19 DNA bomb. Over on his YouTube channel, he posts up Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. He does a lot of DNA bomb gameplay, as well as a bunch of commentaries, as well as recently he started doing advanced supply drop openings. I'm seeing here that just a few days ago he opened up 56 advanced supply drops, and I know how much you guys like watching them here on my YouTube channel, so chances are you like watching it over there on his YouTube channel, and of course we already know he's gonna be getting some legendaries in there, so hopefully you guys go ahead and give that video a look. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, he's a good Call of Duty channel. He has a lot of great gameplay, he does a lot of commentary, and he tries to upload 3 times a week, and he actually is just under 2,500 subscribers at the time of me recording this video. He is at 2,355 subscribers, so if he can get up to 2,500, that would be fantastic. That's a nice little milestone, and hopefully we can get him there at the end of this video. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this week's episode of DNA Saturday, and if you did, please be sure to leave a rating. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.